Welcome, everyone, to another Wednesday night. Fundamentals to Gain Inner Peace with your host, Coach Menachem Bernfeld. Changing your state, changing your life. Oh, wow. Who wants to change their life? Why would anybody want to change their life? So that's a good question. Why would you want to change your life? But yeah, one thing many people have, different areas in their life, things they would love, maybe to grow, um, see change, something it's possible they've given up already, tried, but nah. So tonight we're gonna learn a little skill of how to change things. Wow, that's worth $1 million to learn how to change things, changing your life. Okay, so before we start, let's just stop and be like we always like to do. Spend a few minutes being. Many of us are so busy all day doing, and there's no time just to be. And even tonight, it could be you have an agenda, you have to figure things out. What's he going to teach? There's no time just to take a deep breath. So let's do that for 2 or 3 minutes. Let's get grounded, both feet on the floor. Deep breath all the way in and out. Beautiful. There's no right or wrong. Deep breath in and let it all out. One more time. Deep breath all the way down to your stomach. And let it all out. Beautiful. Just notice any sensations, any feelings. Just becoming aware where I am, what am I feeling, the room I'm sitting in, or maybe the car I'm driving. Just become aware of your surroundings, your feelings. Then maybe you can become aware of your life. Like, what does my life look like? It's a good question. Beautiful. Just being here in the moment. And as of now, nothing needs to change. Some of you came to change your life, but before we go there, just spending some time seeing where am I, and this is where I am now, and it's okay. Beautiful. Okay, so to continue, anytime we talk about change, let's look back and see if the past few months or maybe year, can you see any change? Especially if you're with us on Wednesday nights or Sunday nights. There's a lot of information. And I believe we all see change. But the question is, can you see it? Sometimes it's small. So that's a skill for itself, just to be able to see change. Because if you think black and white, or you think all or nothing, so you're always going to be in a state of it's not working, it's not working, it's not really working, I'm not getting where I want to get to. I've tried, try doing this, try doing that, but so that's why it always starts to be able to see small change. And even if it's small, yeah, pat yourself on the back, say it's working. Then your mind, the negative part might say, that's not called working. But in order to continue and to see more change, you have to start from somewhere. So let's look back, find something that you can say, yes, I feel it, I see it. And I know many of you have shared their feedback, and I know, you know, a lot of you have change. So you can share in the chat if you see something, if you feel something, let me know. Any small thing, more conscious, relaxed, slow down, self-care. Beautiful, beautiful. Even these small things are not so small. I don't consider them small, but it's something. More awareness, less frustrated. That's beautiful. That is amazing. In control. Wow, that's beautiful. Going to the gym, beautiful. This is it. This is what we're discussing. More positive, beautiful, positive, even in your health. That's amazing. Feel it, take it in. Finding a spot of calm in the midst of turbulence and challenges. That's it. This is what we're looking for. Amazing. So I see that, yes, we have that skill of seeing the change, and now we can continue. So now let's not look at our life as a whole, and it's too much, become overwhelmed. Start with one thing. What's one thing that you would like to see growth? One area in your life that you would maybe want to change, do something different, feel better. Just think of something small. Been meditating for the past many months and feel this has helped me in my stillness, acceptance, and presence. Beautiful. And we also find many times people start, they do it maybe for a week and then they stop, you know, constantly looking, is it working, is it not working, is it working, is it not working? So we'll see tonight. Just no consistency, continue going. Okay, so let's find one small area in your life, something, so we can make it more practical, what we talk about tonight. Okay, you can write it down, you can put it in the chat, just to be clear, something. Now, we know we're not our thoughts, we know we're not our feelings, we've discussed that many times. Things happen, we have an external life, there's a lot going on. And there is going to be triggers, we're going to feel the feelings that come up. So step number one is to understand we can't always choose the first feeling. Okay, you have a feeling that you saw something, it makes you feel a certain way. Can't always control that. So that's important to know. But we can choose, what am I doing now? Now that I feel that way, like you feel overwhelmed, like, wow, what am I going to do about it? What's the story I'm telling myself about this overwhelmed feeling? How am I relating to this feeling? What's the story I'm telling myself? So the initial reaction, that's fine. Whatever happens, happens. Everybody is in their own situation. Some have done more work, less work, whatever it is. You have a feeling that comes up. You get angry. You get triggered. That's okay. It's a feeling. You might have a negative thought. This is crazy. I've been working on this for so long. It's not working. That's the story you're telling yourself. First, allow the feeling. You see the feeling. Now the question is, how do I relate to that feeling? How do we relate? So we have a feeling. Then there's the state that I'm in. Okay, so just for a short example, let's say there's a feeling, you have a feeling, you feel the waves of the ocean. You're there and there's like waves. Okay, so you feel the waves. And the state you're in, you are the swimmer. You're there. And there's oceans around you. Water, waves, amazing. But who are you? I'm the observer, the swimmer. And then we have the identity, the story that I'm telling myself. about what's the situation that's going on. So let's see, what are the steps? We have an event, something happens. Then we put meaning to it. Sometimes you put meaning to that emotion that comes up. Then you're in a certain state that you put yourself, who am I in this situation? What am I? Where am I in this situation? Then there's a behavior, what you might do about it, and then you see the results. So one more time, you have an event, okay? So we'll see soon the example. Let's say you wake up in the morning and you woke up late, you're in a rush and the coffee's spilling, the kids, there's a lot going on. That's the event. Then there's meaning to it. You might say, this is crazy. It's happened so often. I don't know what I'm going to do. How's this going to go? A whole story. The state you're in. So if you're frustrated and you're overwhelmed and it's just like, whoa. So the behavior is probably going to be just adding, screaming, adding to the situation. What's the results? Crying kids, spilling coffee, slipping, banging yourself in the wall. So that's the results. Now, we want to change something, so we want to change results. We want to see something different, Yes, you might wake up late, but I don't want to feel this way and react this way. I want the results to be that I should be calm, even though it's late. Yeah, it is late. And the kids and this and that. Yes, the situation is the same, but I want to be able to be calm and deal with the situations. I want to see different results. So most people, they try to change the behavior, right? So maybe I'll just change my behavior so I'll see different results. But I'm taking it back to that state, to the state that you're in. What are you feeling? What's that feeling that you're in? What's the state you're in when this happens? So if we can change the state, the way we feel, then the behavior will be different and the results will be different. So let's understand. So many of you are asking, how do I change? Now, first of all, if I feel overwhelmed, how can I change the way I feel? This is how I feel. Great question. Where many times people ask, you want me to fake it? I should pretend I'm relaxed? Also, great question. So step number one is always being aware of the feeling, like I mentioned before, that initial feeling that comes up, overwhelmed, feel it. Not changing that. That's okay. You feel it. But we're going to change how you react in the situation, the meaning you add to it, and the state that you're in. You can decide, yes, I'm overwhelmed, I feel overwhelmed, but I can take a deep breath and I decide I want to feel calm. Now, if it's the first time you're listening to this concept, it might sound crazy. If I'm overwhelmed, how can I feel calm? Oh, well, how can I change it? How do I change it? But once we get the idea, the concept, then this is amazing. We can decide what to feel. You can decide how you want to feel now. But I have a meeting and I'm late and I'm going to miss it and they might this and might that and my kids and they miss the bus. That's true. Okay, but what are you telling yourself about it? Situation is the same. Okay, so let's go back to our example. You wake up late, you're gonna miss the bus, you have a meeting, whatever it is, you're spilling the coffee, you're all over the place, your phone is ringing, the children, dressed, not dressed, you feel in your body, you're tight, the rush, you're irritated. Feel it. That's the state you're in, that initial reaction. From that state, you're overwhelmed. Everything you can see, you're thinking about the traffic, the people you have to give the excuses to talk to, whatever's going on in your mind. So automatically you start snapping, you continue rushing, you start judging yourself. See, this is not the first time. Look what's going on. You tried so many times. What's going to be with you? You can't, it doesn't stop. Now let's take a deep breath. And now it's easy to do it. Now we're going to learn how to do it now, but you'll be able to do it then. Take a deep breath and just become aware of what's going on. Become aware of your situation. Like we say, step number one is always notice. Just to notice. And we'll see soon the shift, the 5 steps we'll discuss soon. Just a second. Right, shift. SHIFT. So the first S is just for see it. Just see it. See what's going on. See what it looks like. Notice. Feel tense. I feel it in my body. I feel my chest. My mind is racing. Just notice. So instead of being that feeling, you actually see it. You're seeing. And then you remind yourself, I can't control the clock now. It is what it is. But I can choose my state. I can choose to slow down, take a deep breath, and hold my coffee straight so it doesn't spill. You can choose your state. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and you imagine whatever you want to imagine. What do you imagine? What do you want to feel now? Calm? Grounded? Beautiful. Once you become aware of the situation, you can decide, I want to be in a state of calm. So I can slow down, do what I have to do now because I can't change the clock. It is what it is. Slowly, you relax. Your breathing slows down. And you just think about calm. Like, beautiful. So now you're the same person, same situation, but you're in a different state, a different feeling. And suddenly, you can talk to your child. You're not screaming. You slow down. You can drive slowly. Stop spilling your coffee. And you're back in flow. Here I am. If you change that state, then automatically the behavior changes and the results changes. So like I mentioned, we're looking for change in results. So then you have to change the behavior. But how are you going to change the behavior if you're overwhelmed and angry and anxious and all over the place? So you want to change that state. So here's the 5 steps. Okay, we're going to call it shift. Number 1 is to see it. The S is see it. Just become aware. See it. Awareness is always number 1. H is honor it. Embrace it. Don't fight it. It is. With self-compassion, just, wow, you're overwhelmed. Wow. Don't try to change it. The I is imagine the new state. Imagine the new state you want to be in. But it's only after the self-compassion, only after you can honor that overwhelmed. We're not trying to push it away. You embrace it, you allow it to be, and then you can imagine, what would I want to feel now to be more productive and to see different results? Maybe calm, grounded, beautiful. Find that word that helps you. Or you're imagining a vision. You would like to see, even though there's chaos, but you're calm. The F is formatting your body. Start feeling that way. Stand up straight, take a deep breath, feel in your body the calm. Feel grounded. And then the T is take action. What do I need to do now? What's my next step? But you're coming from a better state. And automatically your results, your reaction is going to be different. So it might take time to get these steps, but once you get it, it doesn't have to take too long. Once you become aware, I always recommend practicing when it doesn't happen, so that when it happens, you're ready. So you can imagine morning hours, maybe you've seen it before, and then you do the 5 steps, the shift, see it, honor it, imagine the new state, and form it in your body, start feeling that way. And your mind might say, this is not real, I'm overwhelmed. I should feel calm. I see you're overwhelmed. That's okay. But for now, I want to feel calm. I gave it space, you saw? A few seconds. You embrace it, you see it, and then the T is taking action. The action automatically is going to be different because you're coming from a different state. So beautiful. That's the concept. Now you can do it in any area. See what happens. See what the trigger looks like. And it might be something you want to change already for a while, but you can't change it because you're always coming from that first state, from the overwhelm, from the anger, from the whatever that initial reaction is, and automatically you're not going to make the right decisions. So how do we change that? By noticing, by seeing it, by honoring it. Don't try to change it right away. Just feel, see it, and then you can decide, you know what, I'd rather feel calm now. So it's not our external situation like we saw before. The morning looks the same, it is the same, it's late, the clock is late. You can't change that. But it's the feeling that we have based on how we're going to react. It's based on the feeling that we have, the meaning, the story that we're telling ourselves, the way we look at the situation. That's the way we respond. And that's an amazing way how to change to see different results. Okay, so now we can take a few minutes. You can share in the chat if anything came up. Again, if you're able to think of one small change you're looking for and to see if I come from a different place, from a different state, how things can be different with self-compassion. Okay. Less perfectionistic about my teaching. Realize I did enough prep and rely on Hashem, especially at night when trying to sleep. Ooh. Relaxation techniques, self-compassion. You did a good job. You did a good job. It wasn't perfect. That's okay. I'm not perfect. And we're not looking for perfection. Beautiful. So let's take the shift. When you're trying to go to sleep and you're overwhelmed and your mind is racing because you're not sure if you did a good job. Okay, so first just see it. Okay, see what's coming up, see the feeling, and honor it. Just say, wow, you would want it to be better. You would want it to be perfect. Honor it. Just allow it to be there. That's it. Embrace it. Hug it. Just see it. See, if you want to change it right away, then you're fighting. First, just allow. Now, imagine what would be a better way so that you can feel a little bit better about yourself, so that you can go to sleep, so that tomorrow is another day, and just do another great job. What state would you want to be? What would you want to tell yourself now so that you can slow down, go to sleep, so tomorrow you can continue teaching? Tell us, I wasn't perfect, but I did a good job. Try. See what comes up when you tell yourself. The kids enjoy it. They were learning. Good. It was good enough. Yeah, we're not looking for perfect, looking for good enough. Beautiful. Now feel it in your body. Feel your body slowing down. Feel that good enough. Allow it to just sit with you. Feel your body feeling, because the feeling is really, really what we're looking for. You might tell yourself from today till tomorrow, yeah, it's good, but you feel anxious. You want to embody the feeling, feel the good enough feeling. Beautiful. What do I need to do now? What can I do different? If you could, beautiful. If you're doing a great job, you've been doing this for years, and every night you're just bashing yourself, you don't have to change anything. Continue what you're doing. The only thing you want to change is when you go to sleep, you tell yourself, great job, you did good enough. How's that feel? Beautiful. Sit with that feeling and do it more often. Okay. Okay. Going to sleep early, forgiving, forgetting. How long does it take? It's a great question. I think once you get the shift, it doesn't need to take too long. But I do, I would want to spend a few seconds just allowing the feeling. Because we discussed many times, many people want to change because they don't like the way they feel. But we're trying to learn how to embrace it, to honor it. You're not pushing away that feeling. The feeling is there. The initial reaction comes up, and that's okay, whatever it is. You might hate it, embrace it. That's the first step to change. Notice, notice that feeling that comes up. Say, ah, here it is. Ah, I don't like this. It's okay. Just feel it and ask yourself, what would I like to feel now instead? Allow myself to be vulnerable to someone, which is so hard for me. Yes, being vulnerable is hard. Feeling can be, I hate myself so much, I guess shame. That's the initial reaction. Just see it. Just embrace it. Allow the feeling to come up. Feel it. And then ask yourself, what feeling would make me feel a little bit better? What can I tell myself so I can feel a little bit better about myself, so I can open up a little bit and then see. Maybe you can slowly, a little bit at a time, see what happens. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, excellent technique, but not so simple to do during nighttime because this is my weakest time. Greatest self-doubt, beautiful. So, yeah, like I said before, try to look at this technique when you're in a good space, not when you're trying to actually do it. And everything we learn over here is like, if you're gonna wait till the last minute and say, "Oh, what did he say last night?" It's not gonna work. Many of you, I would say most of you, have created a safe space. You take time for yourself in the middle of the day, at night, or in the morning, just a few minutes, just to do what you need to do to be there for yourself. And that's a good time to think, wait a second, when I get to work, how can I make that shift? When the kids come, how can I make that shift? So that's a good place. You can journal, write it down, and say, what state would I want to be in? You can imagine it happening, see it, visualize it, see that feeling come up. And every time I see them, it just irks me. It just bothers me. And then you can do the shift. But if you're gonna wait till it actually happens, then it's gonna be harder. If you do it, when you're in a safe place, when you don't have to do it, you practice, then when it actually comes up, you'll see you know it. In the beginning, it might take time, but after a while, you can do it in a few seconds, just with that flow. Deep breath, notice, see that feeling that comes up. It might be really heavy, anxious, whatever it is, anger. I don't like this. Just embrace it, stay with it for a second. Then ask yourself, oh, what's that feeling? Yeah, I want that feeling. Oh, grounded, calm, relaxed, deep breath. Behavior changes automatically. And then that's the results. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining. And once again, if you feel you need guidance, you need help in a situation, here is your free session, a half-hour free session. Reach out, coachmenachem@gmail.com, and let's have a talk. Emritz Hashem. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week. Have a good night and a good week.